Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Dnešní epizoda bude prezentována v angličtině, s titulky v arabštině, aulačtině, známé i jako vietnamština, bulharštině, čínštině, češtině, holandštině, angličtině, francouzštině, němčině, maďarštině, indonéštině, italštině, japonštině, korejštině, malajštině, mongolštině, perštině, polštině, portugýštině, pandžábštině, rumunštině, ruštině, španělštině a thajštině. Nejvřelejší pozdravy, duchovní diváci. Jmenuji se Honza, jsem z Prahy, České republiky, chránící své kulturní dědictví. Naši lidé se modlí k Bohu, aby vás koupali v lásce a požehnání. Dnes se s vámi podělíme o druhou, závěrečnou část programu s názvem Buddhistické příběhy 500 slepých žebráků. Více jazyků je k dispozici online. Pro další jazyk prosím navštivte www.suprememastertv.com/subtitles. Již více než 3 desetiletí přináší nejvyšší mistryně Ching Hai světlo na náš svět svým božským učením. Plně osvícená mistryně předává meditační metodu Kuan Yin těm, kteří touží okamžitě objevit boží přirozenost uvnitř sebe a v jediném životě dosáhnout věčného vysvobození z cyklu převtělování. Metoda Kuan Yin byla dosud praktikována všemi osvícenými mistry, například Buddhou, Ježíšem Kristem, prorokem Mohamedem, mír s ním a Guru Nanakem. Mistryně zdůrazňuje, že pokud máme vždy na paměti Boha, poskytujeme nezištnou službu druhým a následujeme zákony vesmíru, dosáhneme svého nejvyššího potenciálu jako lidé a skutečně pochopíme náš účel na zemi. Nejvyšší mistryně Ching Hai je mimořádným, živým příkladem soucitu, pravidelně posílající materiální a finanční pomoc, jakož i lásku uprchlíkům, bezdomovcům, obětem přírodních katastrof a dalším potřebným. V roce 2006 obdržela Gusiho cenu za mír, považovanou na východě za Nobelovu cenu za mír, a během let byla poctěna řadou dalších ocenění a vyznamenána za její výjimečnou lidskost a humanitární činy. Jako skutečný zastánce našich krásných zvířecích přátel prosazuje pokojnou a láskyplnou rostlinnou stravu a s probuzením lidstva posvátnosti veškerého života předvídá klidný a nádherný, zcela veganský svět, kde zvířata i lidé žijí v blažené harmonii. Její iniciativy šíření veganských trendů jsou různorodé a zahrnují distribuci letáků alternativního života, mezinárodní řetězec veganských restaurací Loving Hut, Supreme Master Television a také pravidelné hovory k vlivným vládám, mediálním vůdcům a účasti na televizních konferencích o klimatických změnách, ať jsme si jich vědomi či ne. Její úsilí mělo obrovský vliv na globální povědomí ohledně životního stylu, přátelského ke zvířatům a také na to, jak tento laskavý způsob bytí může přinést trvalý mír mezi národy, přičemž zachrání naší planetu před klimatickými změnami. Během let cestovala nejvyšší mistryně Ching Hai po celém světě Od Ameriky po Afriku, z Evropy po oceány a vedla stovky proslovů a diskuzí s veřejností a svými žáky o různých duchovních tématech. Dnes máme to požehnání vám představit jednu z těchto osvícených přednášek pod názvem Buddhistické příběhy 500 slepých žebráků, část 2 ze 2, z rozhovorů mezi mistryní a žáky v angličtině ze 7. srpna 2015 ve Francii.
Okay, anything else?
Just say thank you for the retreat, even though it's been maybe tough with the conditions. Master, just to be in your presence every time, even if it's only a day or 2 days, it's so precious. I don't even have the words to describe it. I just feel love. And it,
Thank you of all your sincerity and love. It's not just good for me, good for you. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Whenever I receive your love and sincerity, I'm so happy for you. Yes, that you've grown up and that you really understand what it is. Yes, because so many tests also for you, huh? Not just for me. So whoever stay up to now and still come here and love me and believe in my teaching, then you know that you're very stable on your path, very stable, yes. So I'm glad for you. I'm really glad for you. Okay, huh? Shall we meditate or go sleep or, huh? Anything else? Any question? If not, maybe I go down, sit a little bit with it. You do? You are? It's so nice to hear. You're crying also. Oh, crying. Why is that? Why crying? Now this is a South African's fault. She started it. No, she don't want to talk, but don't force her. She just like to cry. Why forcing her?
Thank you, Master, for everything.
In the beginning, it was okay, I thought just for European, you come weekend, 20, 100 max. Later we make a retreat. I also thought it's far, not too many people come. Well, they do come a lot, that's why. Yeah. It's okay, it's not so bad, is it, huh? Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah. It's not so bad. If you're happy is the main point, huh? Everything else you can weather, yeah? Could be much better. If we have a bigger land, we rent a lot of toilet, or we make a lot of. The first thing we do is just make a lot of toilet.
Master, we come for you, not for the facilities.
Yeah, but you need it. I know that, but, I feel like you should have more comfortable surgeon, stay. Everyone do that. If it's your house, you would feel like you want your guests more comfortable, This is like that. Yesterday, okay, I don't know, the day before or maybe yesterday. Yeah, mostly every day I invite some people, like maybe some reverend nuns who have lunch with me or have some food and all that and talk, yeah. And then someday I invite some, as a lay person, from Taiwan, like old friends, long time I knew them. And the first thing I told them that don't talk about feng shui here, okay? Because they are feng shui master, I invited them to my hut, it's behind, yeah. It's a very little hut, I told you already. 1 meter 70, 1 meter 40, yeah, okay. So the first thing I tell them is don't say anything, all right? Because they always, whenever they come to where I say, they always, oh, this good, this bad, this, face south, face west, face north, dragon, tiger, the toilet should be here, the dining room should be there. I said, there's nothing you can say here, okay? I'm very happy in my house. And I invited them, they sit in my dog room, yeah. There is an empty space, it's almost like a basement, like just columns and a little protruding from the floor upper level. So it's about this big, yeah. So I put an aircon there for my dog. The big dog stayed there, but he didn't do anything to them. So that's the best place I can invite them, so they can sit on, because there's a tile floor, an aircon, yeah, so they all come in. So I say, just concentrate on here and don't look in my head, don't say anything, because they always want to say about feng shui. But finally, he also has to say something. Because he and the architect, they're both architect who came here and repair your center here and work a lot, and we do many things before you came. That was many years ago, yeah. And then both of them reserved that big, the private house there for me. Say I had to stay there, per order of the feng shui master. Okay, so they reserved that house for me, yes. And then, can you hear anything? You have ear translator? The lady behind you. No, behind you. Have translation? You okay? Because you just sit there, I don't know if... Everybody laugh and you just don't laugh. I was thinking I said something wrong, or maybe you're deaf. Or maybe your earphone don't work. Okay. All right. And then so they reserved that house for me. I had to live there. Feng shui, feng shui. And then I have to have the office at the end of this row, yeah? Office has to be there, even if I don't use it. Every day somebody has to come and clean it and blah, 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 okay? And then I will have to have a storeroom next door so nobody will live next to me. Feng shui, yes. And then I have to have another storeroom on top of my office so nobody will live above me. Feng shui, yes. All right. Okay, fine. Up to now, so far so good. But whenever a lot of people in, what am I to do? What do I care about feng shui when somebody who have to wait for 2 hours or standing still for the toilet? So I did the opposite, everything that they said. Yeah, I knew it. So that's why when I invited them, I said, don't say anything, okay? Don't say one word. And then at the end, we talk about old time and everything. And at the end, he couldn't resist. He said, but this is too humiliating for enlightened master. I said, well, at least feng shui is good, no? He couldn't bear it. So at the end, he has to say something. The elder one, the elder one. And then he said, in order to have a good house, a good feeling, you have to have the back garden and the front garden. I had none. If you came to my hut, already, in front is a little cement path, yeah? And opposite is my dog house. The path is that big, right? And then the opposite is dog house. This is my hut. So he cannot help it, He has to say, the back garden have to be more, I said, I have no garden, so I told you not to say anything. This, according to feng shui, it has to be like proportionate, yeah? Your front garden has to be so much, and the back garden has to be so much. Yeah, and the toilet has to be where, the kitchen has to be there, where. But over there, my kitchen is right in front of me, my doghouse is right there too, and then, I have no garden. I say, here we have no garden. My house is back by the wall from the neighbors. So there's no need to say anything. I knew he's going to say it. I told him not to, but then I still had to say something. And then they say, it's okay, I'm very happy. Well, why are you always criticizing? Say, this is a small area, and I'm happy there. He said, but this is too, how you say, like too humiliating for a great enlightened master. Yeah, approximately like that. But for me, I don't feel humiliated like that. I don't feel humble, nothing. I don't feel like I'm humble or demutic, nothing. I feel very happy there. Yeah? What, love?
That's important that you happy.
Yeah. For me, humiliating would be that I could not teach you the right things. Yeah? That you do not assimilate my teaching and do the good deeds and became more enlightened every day. That would be very humiliating for me. I would feel like I fail as a teacher, understand? But to live in a hut, without God and front or back or nothing, that I feel nothing. Yeah? So I don't mind as long as you guys are more happy. I'm always happy if I can offer anything at all to make everybody else happier. So humiliation is not that. It doesn't measure by how big I have the house. And even the office, I offer it to the nuns too. But later I felt there's more people needed that room because I have them one room upstairs and one room is my office for them. But later I move everything from my so-called house so that the feng shui good. I move all to the hut and I leave them so the nuns can stay together in one house. This is more comfortable for them or more private. Yeah? That's why you give me things. I have no room now, truly. Yeah, I don't mean to offend you, okay? Yeah, truly I don't have room, This is my there's a hut, and my bed is like half size of the hut. No, 2/3 of the hut already. And then it's very, very high. So I put the clothes and the makeup and all that on top. And because I sleep under the bed, so I don't need that space up there. You understand? Yeah, but if you give me some more gift, then I cannot walk in. Yeah, I'm truly happy that way. Understand? I'm truly happy. So if you think it's humiliating or anything, don't think nonsense. Is that guy still here? The Taiwanese? 他还在吗? No? 走了哈? Okay, Taiwan. These people, they have been with me since the beginning of my mission, and they follow me faithfully up to now. Many decades already, I don't see him getting old at all. Yeah, maybe, yes, there another person. These people have been like old friends, Yeah. So he's worried for me like a father. Do you understand me? Yeah. He was 70 something now, 75 now. Yeah. Yeah, he always very protective of me. Very, very protective. Yes. And I do appreciate that if he's here. If not, you tell him. Yesterday, because it's so rush, I had to go and I just invite them some fruits, and some drinks and a little ice cream. Not enough time to talk a lot. But I do appreciate his love for me. It's like a father, really protective. I told him not to say anything, and he just cannot help it. He had to say something. See, even though some people say that the humans here have very little love, but whatever love you have, you love it all. You give it all to me. That's important. It's not how much you have. It's the best you give. You see? Yeah. Just like in the Bible. And because of these kind of people, I still have faith in humanity, that I could still help them, that they could still listen a little bit, even with waxed ear, still listen a little bit, sip in a little bit somehow. I still have hope, for this planet. It will be better and better all the time. And it has to be for your children, children, because if continue like this, we all die. They will be dying too, very little will survive. But we will make it better. We'll try. I was saying something. What did I? Yeah, like in the Bible, many people go with a lot of money offered to the temple, a lot of money. But there's one poor woman, she offered only a little oil, one penny or something. Huh? Her last penny, last and only penny. And Jesus said, that is that is the best offer. The same with the Buddhas. Many story I told you, people offer to the Buddha only $1 or $2, and 91 lifetime they enjoy rich prosperity, honor, and happiness. It's not how much is it, right? Love you can't measure anyway. Of course, God loves more, human love less. That's normal. Yes, but it's not to compare, no? Yes. Okay. Anyway, God loves you. I think if God knows you, God would love you too, right? Yeah. Such a love you have. How can God not appreciate? Like that gentleman from Taiwan, 75 years old already, still worry about me like I'm his kid, because I knew him when I was young, younger, 30, 40 years ago. I still think I'm his little kid. Very protective, so loving. So I didn't feel any offended or anything, I just laughed, I said, okay, then you buy me a house. He would. I just never accepted. He knows that. Otherwise, he would buy me many houses if I want to. And he has been with me many lifetime before also. Many years, through a lot of trial and tribulations, and his faith never wavered, never. No matter who said what about me, he always have faith in me. These people are not easy, they study Taoism, they have magical power, they know feng shui, they know who is who. You can't cheat them. Yeah. And now he's 75 already, but he looks just like the day I knew him. Practice very well. And he has a house in the mountain, and he just stay there alone and do his practice. So in a way, he's just like a monk, a rich monk. I was just kidding him, If any house that I have you don't like, then you buy me the correct one. But I told him, no, I'm just kidding, I won't accept it. Otherwise he would, definitely, immediately, This is the kind of people, kind of love that I have. This kind of love, it can also sustain me, help me. And sometimes when I'm a little bit down, it is good for me, yes. All these years, he's still faithful. It's very rare, He never lose faith in me, because he knew. He knows what he has, he knows who I am. This is important, Because in Taiwan, we have many so-called religion as well, People also vegetarian and practice magical power, all kind of things. But they follow me. Okay, so I go now, I go down, sit with some of them, and then I love you. I can sit here forever. I could sit here forever, that. I would love to. A terrible life that you can't even stay anywhere long. everything trouble us. And take our time, work, anything else, law, family. Family is okay, but sometimes anything, just take our time, yeah? But at least we can see each other sometimes, yeah? At least many people are not that fortunate, right? Yes, the refugees, the separation for families because of like North-South policy, communist and free world and all that. There's a lot of suffering in this world. And the animals, no one protect them, etc., etc. We are really very fortunate. I feel. Even then, I know all that, but I thought I could sit here forever with you. Feel like you're my family, Yeah, like you are the only family I have. Like the one and only family. I feel that way. Yes. Doesn't mean that I don't love or appreciate my family. I don't mean that. Understand? We feel such a kinship, just a closeness in my heart. Okay, then it's good that I have this. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. What, love? Huh? Take care of you? You're a big girl. Why I take care of you?
You are a great mother.
I save you?
You saved me from a lot of trouble. I was a good master.
You wasn't good?
Yeah, you corrected me. You brought me here and everything you.
It's okay.
Thank you so much, Master.
You're welcome. All of us are not good. Okay? It's a situation that makes us no good. Don't blame yourself. I love you. You're pure. In my heart, you're pure. Your soul is so pure. I love you so much. Don't worry.
My husband also loves you, Master. He's not here. He's
Is he
not
here?
completely vegetarian. So he's the one stopped buying meat and egg at home, and but he couldn't help when he go out. But he really showed his love when I came here.
Yeah?
Yeah, he supported
Oh, he
to
let
see
you.
you. Yeah, he let me. With all your grace, Master, thank you so much. And I shouldn't be losing this path. Please protect me, Master.
Oh, no
I
problem.
should stay on this
Will
path.
do. Promise.
Thank you, Master.
Promise.
Yeah. During our childhood days, I used to think what the life would be like when Jesus was alive, when Rama was alive. We are not that lucky. Maybe we are too bad. That's why we're born in this time. But we are here. We are also lucky.
Okay, yes. Everybody think like you. Wish that we're born in the time of Jesus or Buddha. I wish also.
Now we are here. You're here, Master.
It's okay, my love. It's okay. I understand.
Thank you.
Yes.
I would like to ask for permission to share my story. You said that we your family. I would like to share my story about when I was young, when I was 3-4 years old.
40 years old?
No, 3 or 4 years old.
4 years
I
old.
was like little child. I don't remember exactly.
Okay.
Maybe 3, maybe 4. I don't know.
Yes.
I always look around me, and anything I saw around me wasn't the what I remembered. I remembered the kingdom that I was from, but I did not know
When you
why
were-
I am here.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
asked myself,
Yeah.
why I'm here? And I look at my mom and dad, and I thought that they steal me from the kingdom. I look at them and I say, they stole me from my mother and my
Kingdom.
father, from my kingdom.
Yeah.
And I will cry and cry and cry. And many years, until I was 46, until I read your book. I came for initiation in Orlando Center, and the brother opened the gate. I stopped 1 foot in, and the realization came to my heart that I came back to you. I came back to my Kuan Yin family, and I came back to you. And I was so happy. I cried and cried and cried. I said, finally, I'm not orphan anymore. Finally, I found you, and I found my brothers and sister, my beautiful Kuan Yin family.
You look like
And
a very happy person.
thank you, thank you, thank you, Master. 46 years and many, many lives, I came back.
You're welcome.
And thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Welcome home. So I told you many children, many little babies and children, they remember something from the past life. You know, they remember God until they're 4 or 5 years old. Yeah, some longer, some less.
Master, can I share it what you did for me
Yeah?
when I asked you,
Okay.
when I read the book? Because I was brought as a Roman Catholic as a little child.
Yes.
I was Roman Catholic. My
Yes.
mom and dad, very religious. And I said to you inside, I said, Master, please, I just heard about you.
Yes.
And I ask you, I'm like doubtful Thomas. Please show me who you are.
No.
And you came and you called me like this.
Like this?
And like this, like come. And I was coming.
Yes.
And then I stepped into the kingdom, and you show me what I remember. And I bow my head to you and I said, thank you, thank you, thank you. I know who you are, and I know where I belong. And Master, my thankfulness and my love forever for you.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
You're
thank you,
welcome. Very
thank you.
welcome.
You've changed and touched everything you love. You know what I said the other night? You touch and change, not me, everything around, everything. Thank you, Master.
Okay. Everybody knows what you're talking about. I don't. What are you saying? Yeah, you're a very happy kid, and everybody see that, and that's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It's wonderful. Even if I can make one person as happy as she is, I think my life is worthy. I think my work, my hard work has been repaid. Yes. I'm very happy to know you. To know this and that and those people.
We are very lucky. We are very lucky.
Yes. I'm so happy that you still have your faith all these years. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, now I have to go down, see some of other addictives. All of you are so addicted to me. I go see some of them, and then we all praying to see where we go next. Okay? Yes, you still want to talk? Want to keep me here? You want to talk, anyhow? Okay.
Hello, Master. I have a good news for you. About 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
we had a spring art exhibition in Taichung, near Taichung.
Yeah.
And many people came to enjoy Master's creations,
Yeah.
and they all love it.
Yeah.
And some brothers and sisters from Mongolia and Ola, they came to do the performance.
Oh.
Yes, and
Oh,
they all love it. Yes,
good
and
people.
and they hope to continue to hold this kind of exhibition in other areas and in different cities.
yeah.
And they hope to attract more people to contact with Master's art creations.
Okay.
Yes.
You want me to read it for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Read it. I can read very fast. I'm coming home and I feel so good I can. Somebody who doesn't write the name, that's probably the lady yesterday. Is she still here? Oh, you're the one, the poetess? Okay. I'm coming home. Alas, it feels so good. Is that what you feel? I can inhale the fresh air of meditation. I can sense the peace enveloping the place. Is my English okay? Or do I have to go like up and down? For poetry, you know? Yeah. Time and space cease to exist in my true home. I smell the divine fragrance of my beloved, whom has called me. I am so happy to drop everything and run into my master's arms. I see her delightful physical form presence, and it fills my heart with an indescribable joy. We look at each other's eyes. Time stands still. Time stands still. Only she and I exist. Huh? How about you guys? They all feel the same. And that brief moment of recognition extends into eternity. I want to sing. I want to dance. You're not supposed to. The 8 way of purification. No sing, no dance, no wear jewelry. Okay, that's just in case you wanted that, okay? I have come home. Oh no, I want to celebrate. I have come home. I proclaim to the universe, right? Proclaim to universe. Pio tu, Tim Kutu. Thank you. Very, very elevated poem, yeah? Not like mine, all the love poetry. Yeah, mundane poetry. Younger time. Okay, thank you, huh? That was very nice. Beautiful. Okay, I gotta go before I sit here forever. You try to keep me with this and that. I love all of you, my God. I feel... Yeah, big time, yeah. Big time. I feel, at this moment, I feel like I'm the luckiest person on the planet. What, you want to compete with me? How dare you? I am the luckiest one. Okay, really, so love you, so love you, so love you. Really, we should have a best place, permanent, so that you can always come to see me, whenever you want. So no pressure of time or, understand? Yeah. Because I'm sorry, because if I feel pressure, you also feel, that dents a little bit of our happiness, and I don't like it very much. But it's okay. It could be worse, right? Yeah. Could be worse. Yeah. We're happy, lucky. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Thank you. Yeah, baby. Sorry, I couldn't look at you all the time because all these beautiful women, they attract me there. Okay. Yeah, my God, how can I just stay here and go at the same time? The Buddha is supposed to be like that. Right. Yeah. But this is like a manifestation body, Yeah. The physical body is just one place. Love you. Hey, yo. Thank you so much. Love you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Master. Thank you.
I'm so sorry I had to leave.
Thank you.
Yeah. You leave tomorrow? No. Bye. we see you. Here come your old mama.
说我好爱你，
爱你。
不来帮你，谢谢你，我等一下就走了。
走了。
没看完。
可惜。Beautiful. Love you too. Beautiful, beautiful you are. Beautiful you are. Where from? 哪里？台湾哪里？台北。眼睛怎么那么红？是痛吗？
我哭了。
不是啊，哭了才痛，然后哭了才红。那个等一下，懂吗？把它打开，两个 ，OK。已经用了，不过还干净。Malaysian?
Yes.
Oh, did you understand everything?
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
I'm so sorry.
First time meet you, Master.
Huh?
Very grateful. First time.
It's okay, huh?
Yes.
How can I help all of you at the same time? 我觉得很抱歉。
谢谢心，真的很爱心。谢谢爱
你们爱我，以后再
有机会看到你，天天都在
坐这么远，
不要紧，
不要紧。
师傅，谢谢你给我最好的88节，今天是8月8号。
8月8号礼物哈，今天8号哈。
对。
对了，哇，这么好。端大姐，是端午。OK，Thank you，Love you so much。谢谢你们的爱，
谢谢师傅。
真的照顾我们，很多了，我们很满足。
这世界比较困难，懂吗？世界
不过没关系，我们可以看到师傅就好了。
看到就好了。
对呀，
这么乖呀，
相信大家都一样。
这么简单啊？
是不是？不过师傅你要照顾身体。
OK， 我很好，我没事。
我们大家都很想念师傅，不过希望师傅身体健康。
那老了一点，就不很健康。
我们也都老了。
没老。现在不笑了，不拍了，不拍了。OK。
谢谢。
Vážení diváci, sledovali jste buddhistické příběhy 500 slepých žebráků, část 2 ze 2. Z rozhovorů mezi mistryní a žáky. Následovat bude Bhagavad Gita taková, jaká je, kapitola 2. a 8. část 2 ze 2. Ve slovech moudrosti. Než se všechny bytosti radují v nebeské harmonii a míru. Pro více informací prosím navštivte www.suprememastertv.com/TMD.
Factory farms, a critical pollution problem. One factory farm creates more pollution than Houston, the 4th largest city in the United States of America. Factory farm waste contaminates streams, rivers, and lakes, pollutes water supplies, releases noxious gases into the air, causes respiratory illness and other health problems. Over 907 million tons produced annually in the United States alone.
to have our eyes wide open as
very destructive. I know that some of my colleagues and others have quoted.
A U.S. government accountability report found that one single factory farm produces 1.6 million tons of waste each year, more than is produced by the city of Houston, Texas. Save our water. Save our air. Save our planet.
Be veg, go green to save the planet.
For more urgent details, please visit suprememastertv.com/SOS.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
Fortunate and blessed are we to be co-inhabitants with the amazing animals that grace and color our planet. In countless beneficial ways, they add beauty and joy to our lives. Their nobility through unconditional love, loyalty, and heroic life-saving actions is a constant source of wonder and inspiration. What would our world be like without our fun and intelligent animal friends?
We simply cannot imagine it.
Thanks be to the Providence for all the cherished animals. May we always honor their God-given precious lives as we honor a part of ourselves.
안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. Means hello, nice to meet you in Korean. I am Yoon-young in innovative Busan, Korea. Thanks God you are here to adorn the world with your uniqueness.
Khosh Almadid, which means may you be welcome with joy in Persian. I'm Sohrab from the peaceful village of Khalajabad in Qom province in respectful Iran. Allah will reward your quiet good deeds. Welcome to Noteworthy News, gracious news for a kinder world.
Gracious news for a wondrous world. Supreme Master Television brings you good news from around our beautiful planet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our programs can be viewed online at www.suprememastertv.com.
In today's news, African leaders hold conference to promote peace and security. Guyana finalizing construction of first medical university. China and France unveil satellite for monitoring wind and ocean patterns. A US-based nonprofit sends water filtration devices to Puerto Rico. And former animal industry worker goes vegan. All this and more on Supreme Master Television, your constructive global TV channel.
World leaders promise to protect the earth at environment meeting. The United Nations Environment Assembly in Nairobi, Kenya lasted 3 days and was attended by over 4,000 people, including heads of state, ministers, business leaders, and UN officials. During the event, approximately 2.5 million pledges to protect the environment were made from leaders and citizens around the globe. If all commitments are fulfilled, there will be clean air for 1.49 billion people. 30% of the world's coastline will be cleaned, and there will be $18.6 billion for programs to prevent pollution. Dr. Edgar Gutierrez, president of the 2017 UN Environment Assembly and Minister of Environment and Energy of Costa Rica, said, "With the promises made here, we are sending a powerful message that we will listen to the science, change the way we consume and produce, and tackle pollution in all its forms across the globe. Our sincere thanks, world leaders, for committing to protect our precious planet. May we begin a legacy of love and respect for Mother Earth and all her beings for future generations to inherit."
African leaders of the Great Lakes region support peace. During a recent meeting of the International Conference on the Great Lakes region, ICGLR, held in Brazzaville, Republic of the Congo, government leaders and other delegates reviewed political and security concerns, affirming the need to uphold peace in the area. ICGLR member states also called for a unified approach in striving for stability in the Central African Republic. Other outcomes of the conference included the recommendation for member states to implement the United Nations Security Council Resolution 1325 to actively involve women in peace initiatives and decision-making within the region. Congratulations, member states of the Great Lakes region, on your important gathering. May your countries be blessed with continuing friendly relations and dialogue, leading to peace and abundance for all people of the area.
Up next, new medical universities set to open in Guyana. We'll take a quick stroll in nature for fresh air and be right back. Supreme Master Television will return in just a moment with more happy news.
May I walk you across the street?
Sure. Why not? Thanks.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm Hallie, and this is my friend Pumaj.
We are two of the stars from Supreme Master Ching Hai's #1 international best-selling book, The Dogs in My Life. And we love our vegan diet.
Today, we have a recycling tip for you.
Please don't throw old clothes in the bin.
If they are still in good condition, you can donate them to someone in need.
If they are torn beyond repair, you can cut them up and use them for cleaning purposes around your home.
As always, we love you.
For being veg and going green to save the planet, for all humans and us all co-inhabitants.
Now, the weather around our beautiful globe.
Guyana to open first medical university. The South American nation of Guyana is in the process of finalizing the construction of the country's first medical university called the Ajinkya D.Y. Patil University. It will be located in Turkayen on the outskirts of the capital city of Georgetown. The school is planned to be ready for the first medical students by July 2018. It will provide innovative, high-quality vocational and professional programs offering bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees in the fields of health and medical sciences. The new medical university is also set to create international affiliations with leading universities around the world. Furthermore, the school is planning to design student exchange programs primarily with United States medical institutions. Our accolades, Guyana, for building this great opportunity in the field of medical studies. May all your people be blessed with good health and much happiness.
Joint satellite project of China and France to study climate change. The space agencies of France and China revealed their jointly built ocean studies satellite for monitoring wind and ocean wave patterns, called CFO-SAT, or China-France Oceanography Satellite. The satellite will help enhance the forecasting of oceanic storms and cyclones. Studying the interaction of the oceans and the atmosphere will also provide crucial information for modeling and addressing climate change. The satellite, which is the first one created in cooperation between France and China, is set to be launched by a rocket from the Long March program of China in 2018. Our accolades, China and France, for your collaboration on this important project. May your shared efforts bear much fruit in providing humankind with more knowledge to address climate change. Up next on Noteworthy News, solar power water filtration devices distributed in Puerto Rico. We would like to take a moment to thank the intelligent engineers and workers who build our roads and connect all lives. Stay tuned for more generous news on Supreme Master Television.
When the radiance of a soul in love with a mighty brightness, and the magnanimous love weaves lives to the fullest, then the ultimate knowing forms a special destiny.
Welcome back to Noteworthy News, exemplary news for an outstanding world. Solar-powered filtering devices brings clean water to Puerto Rico. A United States-based non-profit charity organization, Pure Foundation, is providing emergency water box filtration devices to the people affected by Hurricane Maria in Puerto Rico. The water box, which operates by solar energy, is capable of filtering thousands of gallons of water, making it clean and drinkable. During 1 week, volunteers from the charity distributed the filtration systems to boys and girls clubs, which function as community distribution locations for water, food, and other necessities. The volunteer team is also planning another trip to provide more water box devices to the people on the island. Our thankfulness, Pure Foundation, for your caring and much-needed assistance. May heaven shower blessings on the Puerto Rican people for rebuilding and stabilizing their lives.
Former animal industry worker goes vegan. Canadian Scott Hoskins has adopted a plant-based diet as part of his recovery process after working for many years in a chicken slaughterhouse, which he believes greatly contributed to him becoming a violent person. From his experience about what goes on inside a slaughterhouse, Mr. Hoskins said, "By definition, violence is a physical action with intent to harm, injure, or kill something or someone. There's no argument there. It's exactly violence." Mr. Hoskins' experience is corroborated by a 2010 study led by Canadian criminology professor Dr. Amy Fitzgerald from the University of Windsor, which found that the incidences of violent interactions increased in areas where abattoirs are set up. Heaven bless your courage, Scott Hoskins, for speaking publicly about your experience and for choosing compassionate living to heal from your past. Also, thank you, Dr. Amy Fitzgerald, for your important published study. May all people awaken to the fundamental truth that peace will only prevail once we stop violent acts toward all beings, embrace kindness, and become vegan.
It's now time for some humor with the joke of the day, entitled Too Much Drinking.
Patient: Is it serious, doctor? Your face looks concerned. Doctor:
To be frank, I can't really pinpoint what's the matter with your symptom. Maybe because of too much drinking.
Patient: Okay, I'll come back tomorrow noon. Please don't drink so much then.
Thank you for your presence on Noteworthy News.
May you and your treasured ones be graced with everlasting peace and joy.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/NWN.
Veggie Party is in!
Hinduism is a vastly diverse and colorful religion. Hindus believe in reincarnation, the law of cause and effect, or karma, a single divine being with multiple manifestations, and the desire of all beings for liberation from the cycle of birth and death. One of the most cherished values of Hinduism is ahimsa, or non-violence. In Hinduism, religious belief and the practices of everyday life are inseparable. An example of this is how ahimsa is honored through a plant-based diet, which shows compassion to all beings. Today, we are delighted to have the respected Reverend Manu Dasa on our program reciting excerpts from the sacred Bhagavad Gita as it is. He is currently Temple Abbot of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, Hare Krishna Temple in Vancouver, Canada. The president of Hare Krishna Food for Life, the world's largest vegetarian non-profit food relief organization. A strong supporter of vegetarianism, he runs the Veggie Lunch program, which serves Krishna Prasadam, or sanctified food, to the local university students and others.
His unconditional love for others is evident through his dedication to serving those in need, such as disaster victims and disadvantaged children.
Haribol, everyone. My name is Manu Das, Temple President of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, Hare Krishna Temple from Vancouver, Canada.
Today,
I will be reading from the Holy Scripture, Bhagavad Gita as it is, written by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Hinduism is believed to be one of the oldest living religions on earth, with origins tracing back to the ancient Vedic civilization in India. The earliest Hindu holy scriptures are Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas, Srimad Bhagavatam, Mahabharata, written by Srila Vyasadeva, the reincarnation of the Lord Sri Krishna himself. Always chant the Maha Mantra and be happy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We now present an expert of the Bhagavad Gita, which means Song of God sung by Lord Sri Krishna himself about 5,000 years ago. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Let's continue Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, contents of the Gita summarized. By thus engaging in devotional service to the Lord, great sages or devotees free themselves from the results of work in the material world. In this way, they become free from the cycle of birth and death and attain the state beyond all miseries by going back to Godhead. When your intelligence has passed out of the dense forest of delusion, you shall become indifferent to all that has been heard and all that is to be heard. When your mind is no longer disturbed by the flowery language of Vedas, and when it remains fixed in the trance of self-realization, then you will have attained the divine consciousness. Arjuna said, O Krishna, what are the symptoms of one whose consciousness is thus merged in transcendence? How does he speak? And what is his language? How does he sit? And how does he walk? The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O Partha, when a man gives up all varieties of desire for sense gratification, which arise from mental concoction, and when his mind, thus purified, finds satisfaction in the self alone, then he is said to be in pure transcendental consciousness. One who is not disturbed in mind, even amidst the threefold miseries, or elated when there is happiness, and who is free from attachment, fear, and anger, is called a sage of steady mind. In the material world, one who is unaffected by whatever good or evil he may obtain, neither praising it nor despising it, is firmly fixed in perfect knowledge. One who is able to withdraw his senses from sense objects as a tortoise draws its limbs within the shell, is firmly fixed in perfect consciousness. Though the embodied soul may be restricted from sense enjoyment, the taste for sense objects remains, but ceasing such engagements by experiencing a higher taste is fixed in consciousness. The senses are so strong and impetuous, O Arjuna, that they forcibly carry away the mind even of a man of discrimination who is endeavoring to control them. One who restrains his senses, keeping them under full control, and fixes his consciousness upon me is known as a man of steady intelligence. While contemplating the objects of senses, a person develops attachment for them, and from such attachment, lust develops, and from lust, anger arises. From anger, complete delusion arises, and from delusion, bewilderment of memory. When memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost, and when intelligence is lost, one falls down again into the material pool. But a person free from all attachment and aversion and able to control his senses through regulative principles of freedom can obtain the complete mercy of the Lord. For one thus satisfied in Krishna consciousness, the threefold miseries of material existence exist no longer. In such satisfied consciousness, one's intelligence is soon well established. One who is not connected with the Supreme in Krishna consciousness can have neither transcendental intelligence nor a steady mind, without which there is no possibility of peace. And how can there be any happiness without peace? As a strong wind sweeps away a boat on the water, even one of the roaming senses on which the mind focuses can carry away a man's intelligence. Therefore, O mighty arm, one whose senses are restrained from their objects is certainly of steady intelligence. What is night for all beings is the time of awakening for the self-control. And the time of awakening for all beings is night for the introspective sage. A person who is not disturbed by the incessant flow of desires that enters like rivers into the ocean, which is ever being filled but is always still, can alone achieve peace, and not the man who strives to satisfy such desires. A person who has given up all desires for sense gratification, who lives free from desires, who has given up all sense of proprietorship and is devoid of false ego, he alone can attain real peace. That is the way of the spiritual and godly life, after attaining which a man is not bewildered. If one is thus situated even at the hour of death, one can enter into the kingdom of God. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 8, Attaining the Supreme. Arjuna inquired, O my Lord, O Supreme Person, what is Brahman? What is the self? What are fruitive activities? What is this material manifestation? And what are the demigods? Please explain this to me. Who is the Lord of sacrifice? And how does he live in the body? O Madhusudana. And how can those engaged in devotional service know you at the time of death? The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, the indestructible, transcendental living entity is called Brahman, and his eternal nature is called Adhyatma, the self. Action pertaining to the development of the material bodies of the living entities is called karma, or fruitive activities. O best of the embodied beings, the physical nature, which is constantly changing, is called Adibhuta, the material manifestation. The universal form of the Lord, which includes all the demigods, like those of the sun and moon, is called Adidaiva. And I, the Supreme Lord, represented as the super soul in the heart of every embodied being, am called Adi Yajna, the Lord of sacrifice. And whoever, at the end of his life, quits his body, remembering me alone at once, attains my nature. Of this, there is no doubt. Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he will attain without fail. He who meditates on me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his mind constantly engaged in remembering me, undeviated from the path, he, O Partha, is sure to reach me. One should meditate upon the Supreme Person as the one who knows everything, as he who is the oldest, who is the controller, who is smaller than the smallest, who is the maintainer of everything, who is beyond all material conception, who is inconceivable, and who is always a person. He is luminous like the sun and is transcendental beyond this material nature. One who, at the time of death, fixes his life air between the eyebrows and, by the strength of yoga, with an undeviating mind, engages himself in remembering the Supreme Lord in full devotion, will certainly attain to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Persons who are learned in the Vedas, who utter Omkara, and who are great sages in the renounced order, enter into Brahman. Desiring such perfection, one practices celibacy. I shall now briefly explain to you this process by which one may attain salvation. The yogic situation is that of detachment from all sensual engagements, closing all the doors of the senses and fixing the mind on the heart and the life air at the top of the head. One establishes himself in yoga. After being situated in this yoga practice and vibrating the sacred syllable Om, the supreme combination of letters, if one thinks of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and quits his body, he will certainly reach the spiritual planets. For one who always remembers me without deviation, I am easy to obtain, O son of Partha, because of his constant engagement in devotional service. After attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to this temporary world, which is full of miseries, because they have attained the highest perfection. From the highest planet in the material world down to the lowest, all are places of misery, wherein repeated birth and death take place. But one who attains to my abode, O son of Kunti, never takes birth again. By human calculation, 1,000 ages taken together form the duration of Brahma's one day, and such also is the duration of his night. At the beginning of Brahma's day, all living entities become manifest from the unmanifest state, and thereafter, when the night falls, they are merged into the unmanifest again. Again and again, when Brahma's day arrives, all living entities come into being, and with the arrival of Brahma's night, they are helplessly annihilated. Yet, there is another unmanifest nature, which is eternal and is transcendental to this manifested and unmanifested matter. It is supreme and is never annihilated. When all in this world is annihilated, that part remains as it is. That which the Vedantists describe as unmanifest and infallible, that which is known as supreme destination, that place from which, having attained it, one never returns. That is my supreme abode. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is greater than all, is attainable by unalloyed devotion. Although he is present in his abode, he is all pervading, and everything is situated within him. O best of the Bharatas, I shall now explain to you the different times at which, passing away from this world, the yogi does or does not come back. Those who know the Supreme Brahman attain that Supreme by passing away from the world during the influence of the fiery God in the light at an auspicious moment of the day, during the fortnight of the waxing moon, or during the 6 months when the sun travels in the north. The mystic who passes away from this world during the smoke, the night, the fortnight of the waning moon, or the 6 months when the sun passes to the south, reaches the moon planet, but again comes back. According to Vedic opinion, there are 2 ways of passing from this world, one in light and one in darkness. When one passes in light, it does not come back. But when one passes in darkness, he returns. Although the devotees who know these two paths, O Arjuna, they are never bewildered. Therefore, be always fixed in devotion. A person who accepts the path of devotional service is not bereft of the results derived from the studying the Vedas, performing sacrifices, undergoing austerities, giving charity, or pursuing philosophical and fruitive activities. Simply by performing devotional service, he attains all these, and at the end, he reaches the supreme eternal abode. Thank you for joining us for today's words of wisdom. May heaven's grace your home with many blessings.
Many brilliant Nobel laureates were ethical vegetarians. Their dedicated pursuits of the mind were grounded in well-developed principles, strong personal philosophies which acknowledged the sentience of animals and the importance of making sustainable choices as a society.
It's much more efficient and energy efficient to have a vegetarian lifestyle. I personally have been a vegetarian all my life, and I don't see any reason to change.
As long as people will shed the blood of innocent creatures, there can be no peace, no liberty, no harmony between people. Slaughter and justice cannot dwell together. Isaac Bashevis Singer, 1978, Nobel laureate for literature, vegetarian.
Until he extends the circle of his compassion to all living things, man will not himself find peace. Albert Schweitzer, 1952, Nobel laureate for peace, vegetarian.
Moving towards much lower consumption of meat would be the interests of human beings, and it certainly would be in the interests of the planet. So I would like to appeal to you to consider this carefully, and you would find that when you make such a move, you would be healthier, you would feel much better, and so would the planet.
Vegetarian food leaves a deep impression on our nature. If the whole world adopts vegetarianism, it can change the destiny of humankind. Albert Einstein, 1921, Nobel laureate for physics, vegetarian.
Be veg, go green to save the planet.
Journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world, for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
Fortunate and blessed are we to be co-inhabitants with the amazing animals that grace and color our planet. In countless beneficial ways, they add beauty and joy to our lives. Their nobility through unconditional love, loyalty, in heroic life-saving actions is a constant source of wonder and inspiration. What would our world be like without our fun and intelligent animal friends?
We simply cannot imagine.
Thanks be to the Providence for all the cherished animals. May we always honor their God-given precious lives as we honor a part of ourselves.
안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. Means hello, nice to meet you in Korean. I am Yoon in innovative Busan, Korea. Thanks God you are here to adorn the world with your uniqueness.
Khosh Amadid, which means may you be welcome with joy in Persian. I'm Sohrab from the peaceful village of Khalajabad in Qom province in respectful Iran. Allah will reward your quiet good deeds. Welcome to Noteworthy News, gracious news for a kinder world.
Gracious news for a wondrous world. Supreme Master Television brings you good news from around our beautiful planet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our programs can be viewed online at www.suprememastertv.com.
In today's news, African leaders hold conference to promote peace and security. Guyana finalizing construction of first medical university. China and France unveil satellite for monitoring wind and ocean patterns. A US-based nonprofit sends water filtration devices to Puerto Rico, and former animal industry worker goes vegan. All this and more on Supreme Master Television, your constructive global TV channel.
World leaders promise to protect the earth at environment meeting. The United Nations Environment Assembly in Nairobi, Kenya, lasted 3 days and was attended by over 4,000 people, including heads of state, ministers, business leaders, and UN officials. During the event, approximately 2.5 million pledges to protect the environment were made from leaders and citizens around the globe. If all commitments are fulfilled, there will be clean air for 1.49 billion people. 30% of the world's coastline will be cleaned, and there will be $18.6 billion for programs to prevent pollution. Dr. Edgar Gutierrez, president of the 2017 UN Environment Assembly and Minister of Environment and Energy of Costa Rica, said, "With the promises made here, we are sending a powerful message that we will listen to the science, change the way we consume and produce, and tackle pollution in all its forms across the globe. Our sincere thanks, world leaders, for committing to protect our precious planet. May we begin a legacy of love and respect for Mother Earth and all her beings for future generations to inherit."
African leaders of the Great Lakes region support peace. During a recent meeting of the International Conference on the Great Lakes region, ICGLR, held in Brazzaville, Republic of the Congo, government leaders and other delegates reviewed political and security concerns, affirming the need to uphold peace in the area. ICGLR member states also called for a unified approach in striving for stability in the Central African Republic. Other outcomes of the conference included the recommendation for member states to implement the United Nations Security Council Resolution 1325 to actively involve women in peace initiatives and decision-making within the region. Congratulations, member states of the Great Lakes region, on your important gathering. May your countries be blessed with continuing friendly relations and dialogue, leading to peace and abundance for all people of the area.
Up next, new medical universities set to open in Guyana. We'll take a quick stroll in nature for fresh air and be right back. Supreme Master Television will return in just a moment with more happy news.
Alternative living.
Change your life, change your heart, change your diet.
No more killing. Be healthy and loving.
Examples of nutritious, life-saving food, percentage by weight.
Tofu from soya, 16% protein concentration. Gluten from flour, 70% protein concentration. Corn, 13% protein concentration. Rice, 8.6% protein concentration. Soybeans, kidney beans, chickpeas, lentils, etc. 10 to 35% protein concentration. Almonds, walnuts, cashews, hazelnuts, pine nuts, etc. 14 to 30% protein concentration. Pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, sunflower seeds, etc. 18 to 24% protein concentration. Concentrated multivitamin tablets or capsules are also a good source of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Fruits and vegetables are full of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants and contain high-quality fiber for maintaining good health and a long life.
The recommended daily allowance, 50 grams of protein, average adult.
Calcium from vegetables is more absorbable than from cow's milk.
To diminish the real threat of a worldwide pandemic from bird flu.
To avoid the danger of mad cow disease, or BSE, and pig disease, or PMWS, etc. To stop the continuing gruesome sacrifice of billions of our sweet domestic animals, marine life, and feathered friends daily.
It's wise to change to a vegan diet for good.
It's health.
It's economy.
It's ecology.
It's compassion.
It's peace.
It's noble. For more information and free veg recipes, please refer to the websites listed below.
al.godsdirectcontact.org, vrg.org, vegsource.com.
Or email to al@godsdirectcontact.org.
Hi, I'm Hallie, and this is my friend Pomaj.
We are two of the stars from Supreme Master Ching Hai's #1 international best-selling book, The Dogs in My Life. And we love our vegan diet.
Today, we have a recycling tip for you.
Please don't throw old clothes in the bin.
If they are still in good condition, you can donate them to someone in need.
If they are torn beyond repair, you can cut them up and use them for cleaning purposes around your home.
As always, we love you.
for being veg and going green to save the planet for all humans and us all co-inhabitants.
Now, the weather around our beautiful globe.
Guyana to open first medical university. The South American nation of Guyana is in the process of finalizing the construction of the country's first medical university called the Ajinkya D.Y. Patil University. It will be located in Turkayen on the outskirts of the capital city of Georgetown. The school is planned to be ready for the first medical students by July 2018. It will provide innovative, high-quality vocational and professional programs offering bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees in the fields of health and medical sciences. The new medical university is also set to create international affiliations with leading universities around the world. Furthermore, the school is planning to design student exchange programs primarily with United States medical institutions. Our accolades, Guyana, for building this great opportunity in the field of medical studies. May all your people be blessed with good health and much happiness.
Joint satellite project of China and France to study climate change. The space agencies of France and China revealed their jointly built ocean studies satellite for monitoring wind and ocean wave patterns, called CFO-SAT, or China-France Oceanography Satellite. The satellite will help enhance the forecasting of oceanic storms and cyclones. Studying the interaction of the oceans and the atmosphere will also provide crucial information for modeling and addressing climate change. The satellite, which is the first one created in cooperation between France and China, is set to be launched by a rocket from the Long March program of China in 2018. Our accolades, China and France, for your collaboration on this important project. May your shared efforts bear much fruit in providing humankind with more knowledge to address climate change. Up next on Noteworthy News, solar power water filtration devices distributed in Puerto Rico. We would like to take a moment to thank the intelligent engineers and workers who build our roads and connect all lives. Stay tuned for more generous news on Supreme Master Television.
The whales are our evolutionary leaders. So they're completely aware and completely compassionate about the human condition and our existence and our struggle with our minds and also our ignorance, the things we do out of ignorance. To be with the whales is like being with the greatest incarnation of the divine on this planet. They hold the greatest love.
Welcome back to Noteworthy News, exemplary news for an outstanding world. Solar-powered filtering devices brings clean water to Puerto Rico. A United States-based non-profit charity organization, Pure Foundation, is providing emergency water box filtration devices to the people affected by Hurricane Maria in Puerto Rico. The water box, which operates by solar energy, is capable of filtering thousands of gallons of water, making it clean and drinkable. During 1 week, volunteers from the charity distributed the filtration systems to boys and girls clubs, which function as community distribution locations for water, food, and other necessities. The volunteer team is also planning another trip to provide more water box devices to the people on the island. Our thankfulness, Pure Foundation, for your caring and much-needed assistance. May heaven shower blessings on the Puerto Rican people for rebuilding and stabilizing their lives.
Former animal industry worker goes vegan. Canadian Scott Hoskins has adopted a plant-based diet as part of his recovery process after working for many years in a chicken slaughterhouse, which he believes greatly contributed to him becoming a violent person. From his experience about what goes on inside a slaughterhouse, Mr. Hoskins said, "By definition, violence is a physical action with intent to harm, injure, or kill something or someone. There's no argument there. It's exactly violence." Mr. Hoskins' experience is corroborated by a 2010 study led by Canadian criminology professor Dr. Amy Fitzgerald from the University of Windsor, which found that the incidences of violent interactions increased in areas where abattoirs are set up. Heaven bless your courage, Scott Hoskins, for speaking publicly about your experience and for choosing compassionate living to heal from your past. Also, thank you, Dr. Amy Fitzgerald, for your important published study. May all people awaken to the fundamental truth that peace will only prevail once we stop violent acts toward all beings, embrace kindness, and become vegan.
It's now time for some humor with the joke of the day, entitled Too Much Drinking.
Patient. Is it serious, doctor? Your face looks concerned. Doctor.
To be frank, I can't really pinpoint what's the matter with your symptom. Maybe because of too much drinking.
Patient. Okay, I'll come back tomorrow noon. Please don't drink so much then.
Thank you for your presence on Noteworthy News.
May you and your treasured ones be graced with everlasting peace and joy.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially when on duty.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/NWN.
Delicious vegetarian food is widely available online or at your nearby supermarkets, health shops, vegetarian food suppliers, and vegetarian restaurants.
You can be vegan and you can be strong. Plant protein is adequate. You really do not need to eat meat to gain muscle. Be heroic. Be veg. Go green. Save the planet.
For more information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/veg.
Today's Mystic Dreamland, Taiping Shan National Forest Recreation Area, Part 1 of 2, will be presented in Mandarin and Taiwanese, also known as Formosan, with subtitles in Arabic, Aulacese, also known as Vietnamese, Chinese, English, French, German, Indonesian, Korean, Persian, Spanish, and Thai. 亲爱的观众您好，我是康宗，来自备受富裕的岛屿台湾，又称为 Formosa。今仔日两集系咧节目的第一集。阮将带领一览台湾 Formosa 东北部以南美丽的松林仙境。
太平山四季奇景幻化，任时序恣意在群山添红加绿留白，随流光瞬间变换晴空蓝雾。太平山的分秒瞬间令人目不暇接。林务局罗东林区管理处在这一幅以大自然调色的森林画布中，丝毫不喧宾夺主地规划出自然与人文交错的旅游景点，让来自四面八方的旅人都能亲山近水，观云赏雾。
太平山国家松林游乐区位于台湾，又称 Formosa 东北部宜兰县大同乡。素有林间仙境之称，面积广达12000多公顷， 隶属农业委员会林务局的罗东林区管理处所管辖，区内涵盖南湖大山山hệ、三千山山hệ、甲大坝尖山之脉，这里有壮丽的原始松林，并以繁茂的松树、柏树而闻名。到纵观的林向，阁有足侪区域设计为公共休闲之用，例如八条令人叹为观止的自然小径，就一条温泉，沿着具历史价值的蹦蹦车轨道增建，风景优美的无形步道，以及台湾福尔摩沙上大的高山乌壁翠峰湖。这林务局罗东林区管理处的周清平秘书，甲咱讲更较侪详情。
欢迎来到太平山森林游乐区。首先我们要讲到整个台湾岛的面积总共有360万公顷，那这360万公顷里面有58%是属于森林。那我们太平山森林游乐区的面积有12000多公顷。
不怪原住民泰雅族人为着这个一辈丰富的地区，获了一个有诗意的名字——闽脑，意思是冲翠旺盛、欣欣向荣的茂密松林。经过探索调查后，这个湛蓝塔翠的地区，在1915年被正式命名为太平山，意思是永保和平安定。不幸的是，大约嘛是为这个时候起，人类开始剥削一片林木参天的松林，一位知识渊博的向导陈昌地先生，伫罗东林业文化园区新散馆，为咱解说该地的环保活动。如何流传为松林保育的历史变革？
最后，在国民政府时期到1982年，因为考虑到整个快木森林资源的珍贵，因此在1982年下令停止砍伐我们的珍贵的林场，而转型成为所谓的育林、保林、造林，以及最后的休闲观光娱乐。接下来，我们跟各位介绍太平山的造林。那么谈到造林，当然是多样树啊。因此，我们在太平山区，从中低海拔到中高海拔，选的几种的本土树种，包含了红桧、枫香、樟树、孝楠、台湾次杨、乌心石以及九琼，希望能够把整个太平山营造更多的树种的多样性，也造成了所谓的生物的多样性，使得我们太平山区会呈现更美、更丰富的生物样貌，来给各位游客来欣赏。
罗东林业文化园区李维定主任带咱四界看看这令人叹为观止的风景。
那我们目前所在的位置是全球最美丽的小径之一，入选28条全世界里面的之一的一个最美丽的景点。我置身在云雾当中，仿佛进入到仙境啊。那剑琴怀旧古道里面，我们目前的海拔高度大概是将近2000。那在台湾将近2000公尺，大概就是属于这个云雾带，所以我们刚好在这个云雾带里面，所以几乎放晴的机会其实是不高，所以我们很期待，也很希望能够看到一点点的曙光。那这个曙光不仅是内心的曙光，甚至可以带我们整个社会、整个国家，甚至到整个全球的一个生态的一个曙光。所以我们来到这个剑琴。希望能够看到这样的一个晴天，所以把它命名为剑琴怀旧古道。
开启呼吸一个空开的树木，供给咱会当恢复活力的空气。请锁定无上书电视台，阮马上回来。
money would we save if the world becomes vegan?
We are now at the point that science has more and better numbers on the effects of changing the diet and eating less meat.
A study by the Netherlands Environmental Assessment Agency found that global dietary change would reduce the cost of mitigating global warming. The cost to lower atmospheric greenhouse gas levels, $40 trillion by 2050. A global shift to a low-meat diet could save 50% of total mitigation cost. A global shift to a meat-free diet could save 70% of total cost. A global shift to an animal-free vegan diet would save climate mitigation costs by more than 80%.
That's a substantial cost reduction in getting to the same climate targets.
Not only governments, but individuals save too.
It's a lot cheaper than buying photovoltaic cells on your house or buying a hybrid car. It's a very easy way to change your buying behavior and have a fantastic quality of your meal.
We still have a chance to halt global warming and should be optimistic. We don't have much time, but we still have time. We meanwhile do our best by adopting the quickest and the most efficient measure to reverse climate change. We must change to a vegan diet ourselves so that we become a part of the solution. To help the government to change, we can write letters explaining how a vegan diet is a solution for the planetary crisis. It's the most practical way to prevent future calamities due to global warming. Because the plant-based lifestyle is more sustainable and opens up land, it restores the balance of our ocean and forest and preserves our finite natural resources. This is truly the best way to restore our environment and ensure the highest degree of peace. Such a simple solution. Be in veg, that's it.
Be veg, go green to save the planet. For more urgent details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/SOS。
其实平常啊，师长教我们不能左顾右盼，是吗？可是来到森林里面，我们却是要到处去用心的去留意，看看有没有什么跟平常不一样的地方。那这里呢，我们就发现了一个在森林里面一个前哨站，是我们的一个守护神。那大家跟着我的手指头，我们往上一看，像不像我们这个小野猪啊？
欢迎回来，继续探索台湾，又称福尔摩沙的云雾梦境——太平山国家松林游乐区。太平山的高度为500公尺到2000公尺不等，由于海拔的高度差异悬殊，风可会当伫个同一条步道，影响到截然无同的景观。年均温约为摄氏13度，全年湿度85%以上。安尼的环境使伊成为植物生长条件良好的天堂。大山甲各类植物为这个地区铺上迷人的绿色地毯。
在我背后的千年神木哈，大家大概我们在森林里面有一种比较简易的测量胸径的一个方法哈。那像我一个拳头的一个这样子一个宽度大概是10公分，那我刚刚稍微量了一下大概是10个拳头母的一个宽度，所以也就是说它大概有100公分。那在块木如果是红块的话，50公分的胸径它大概要300年那如果是一样的50公分的胸径在扁柏上面，它可能将近900年所以我后面的这一棵那当然就是1000年的神木了。
数十年来，罗东林区管理处已经呢保护珍贵的太平山，甲其生意盎然的居民，随着全球暖化，造成环境损害，维护山林变得更加重要。
那至于森林的功能里面，其实森林有相当大的功能哦。那各位可以想一下哈，森林这2个字，事实上有5个木哦。那如果假设我们把它想象成森林就像一个大雨伞一样，那我们在这个伞下，让这个森林去呼应我们。好，那它有什么样的功能？第一个，它能够有国土保安。好，第二个，它能够什么？它能够调节气候。好，但是如果我们再把那个雨伞抽掉，那可以想象的话，我们下了一场大雨，我们在没有雨伞的保护之下，我们一定是变成一个落汤鸡。所以如果在一个森林里面，它是没有森林的，它的土表是裸露的，那土石流或者是瞬间的雨量把土表的一个土壤冲刷，那这是会造成下游最直接的一个伤害。那当然，另外一个保育那在森林里面有很多的昆虫啊、植物啊、动物啊的栖息的环境，所以从小到大从动物到植物，如果假设这些物种一天一天的锐减，一天一天的消失，请问各位，这个对我们人类的影响不大吗？
整个全球暖化在这几年其实是相当的明显，最明显的就是强风跟豪雨。那对太平山森林的影响，就是我们很多的造林木都折断倾斜，那导致我们很多新植的造林木在辛苦经营的20-20年以后，一个台风来，那很多的造林木都折断，那造成我们的新植造林地都难以成林。那另外一个暖化对我们整个地球的森林的影响，那因为暖化温度升高了以后，整个生育地会造成阔叶树林的入侵，那块木它不得不会往上迁徙。那依据整个专家学者的他们的研究，在全台湾暖化提高1度到5度，那块木的生育地面积会从19.5% 的台湾的面积会降到6.8% 的面积。这个在未来也是我们面临全球暖化我们森林一个严重的课题。那另外，在我们这几年的观察，整个气候的变迁造成我们太平山庄这边的干旱跟暴雨非常的明显。在夏天台风还没来的时候，有一段很干旱期，那山庄就面临了缺水的危机。那台风一来，又面临了暴雨的侵袭，主要是森林法跟相关的法规，像民国78年颁布的《台湾森林经营管理方案》，就明确的表示，台湾的森林从78年开始禁伐天然林。那政府对整个台湾的森林经营是以国土保安、森林保育为主要的重点。
在2011年6月的墨西哥时顺会议中，青海务上司强调，保护无价的松林至关重要。
We have not been very responsible of our environment. This is a very sad thing, and it's affecting us right now. I hope deforestation will stop. We have to thank also many individuals, leaders who are working to stop deforestation. By the way, I thank them all. Let's hope the world listen and protect the lung of our planet. Not just the lung of our planet, but the health of our planet, the forest, the precious forest.
周清平必须解说台湾福尔摩沙林务局采取的一寡措施，有助于保护太平山国家松林游乐区。
因为我们辖区从海边一直到低海拔、中海拔、高海拔都是我们管辖的范围。那里面有很多崩塌地、裸露地。那我们林管处每年都会编列相关的造林经费，还有计划。那不管是从采种、育苗、新植造林，一直到中后期抚育，我们都花费了很多人力物力来进行造林的工作。那另外我们有100多位的巡视人员，每一位都有责任区那每一个巡视员每天都会去巡视这片森林，那这个可以确保我们的森林可以永续的经营。
太平山生态旅游地提供温馨清洁的朴实小区，简单在地的风味轻食，请游客节约用水用电，自备原洗用品，无制造粪扫，互咱共同节能减碳，守护地球。生态旅游，且唔通破坏生态。太平山国家松林游乐区制作。
衷心感谢周清平秘书、导览陈昌地先生、甲李维定主任注意热情的指导，同时嘛感谢台湾福尔摩沙政府照顾管理宝贵的太平山国家松林游乐区。有线的观众，感谢您今仔日收看《云雾梦境》太平山国家松林游乐区第7集。下礼拜请继续收看本系列节目的第2集。请锁定无上书电视台，观赏尊重所有生命国际动物权益日，愿千秋万代的众生拢会当蒙受松林复苏的恩典。Friendly viewers, thank you for your visit today on Misty Dreamland, Taiping Shan National Forest Recreation Area, Part 1 of 2. Please join us again next week for Part 2 of this series. Now, please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for Respect for All International Animal Rights Day. May all beings relish in the revitalizing forest grace for generations to come. For more details, please visit www.springmastertv.com/NB.
You are so sweet to me. Wow!
Vegetarians live longer. Vegetarian men reduce the risk of early death by 50%. Vegetarian women reduce their risk of early death by 30%. Vegetarians have a much better than average intake of vitamin C, carotenoids, folic acid, fiber, and unsaturated fats. Live long, live healthy, live veg. For more information, please visit suprememastertv.com/b-veg.
Journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
Fortunate and blessed are we to be co-inhabitants with the amazing animals that grace and color our planet. In countless beneficial ways, they add beauty and joy to our lives. Their nobility through unconditional love, loyalty, and heroic life-saving actions is a constant source of wonder and inspiration. What would our world be like without our fun and intelligent animal friends?
We simply cannot imagine.
Thanks be to the Providence for all the cherished animals. May we always honor their God-given precious lives as we honor a part of ourselves.
안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. Means hello, nice to meet you in Korean. I am Yoon in innovative Busan, Korea. Thanks God you are here to adorn the world with your uniqueness.
Khosh Amadid, which means may you be welcome with joy in Persian. I'm Sohrab from the peaceful village of Khalajabad in Qom province in respectful Iran. Allah will reward your quiet good deeds. Welcome to Noteworthy News, gracious news for a kinder world.
Gracious news for a wondrous world. Supreme Master Television brings you good news from around our beautiful planet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our programs can be viewed online at www.suprememastertv.com.
In today's news, African leaders hold conference to promote peace and security. Guyana finalizing construction of first medical university. China and France unveil satellite for monitoring wind and ocean patterns. A US-based nonprofit sends water filtration devices to Puerto Rico, and former animal industry worker goes vegan. All this and more on Supreme Master Television, your constructive global TV channel.
World leaders promise to protect the earth at environment meeting. The United Nations Environment Assembly in Nairobi, Kenya, lasted 3 days and was attended by over 4,000 people, including heads of state, ministers, business leaders, and UN officials. During the event, approximately 2.5 million pledges to protect the environment were made from leaders and citizens around the globe. If all commitments are fulfilled, there will be clean air for 1.49 billion people. 30% of the world's coastline will be cleaned, and there will be $18.6 billion for programs to prevent pollution. Dr. Edgar Gutierrez, president of the 2017 UN Environment Assembly and Minister of Environment and Energy of Costa Rica, said, "With the promises made here, we are sending a powerful message that we will listen to the science, change the way we consume and produce, and tackle pollution in all its forms across the globe. Our sincere thanks, world leaders, for committing to protect our precious planet. May we begin a legacy of love and respect for Mother Earth and all her beings for future generations to inherit.
African leaders of the Great Lakes region support peace. During a recent meeting of the International Conference on the Great Lakes region, ICGLR, held in Brazzaville, Republic of the Congo, government leaders and other delegates reviewed political and security concerns, affirming the need to uphold peace in the area. ICGLR member states also called for a unified approach in striving for stability in the Central African Republic. Other outcomes of the conference included the recommendation for member states to implement the United Nations Security Council Resolution 1325 to actively involve women in peace initiatives and decision-making within the region. Congratulations, member states of the Great Lakes region, on your important gathering. May your countries be blessed with continuing friendly relations and dialogue, leading to peace and abundance for all people of the area.
Up next, new medical universities set to open in Guyana. We'll take a quick stroll in nature for fresh air and be right back. Supreme Master Television will return in just a moment with more happy news.
How to veg for starters.
1. Veg before you shop.
2. Go straight to veg section.
3. Get veg recipes.
4. Make new veg friends.
5. Get info about veg benefits.
6. Spread the veg trend. 7. Feel like a saint. Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Hi, I'm Hallie, and this is my friend Pumaj.
We are two of the stars from Supreme Master Ching Hai's #1 international best-selling book, The Dogs in My Life. And we love our vegan diet.
Today, we have a recycling tip for you.
Please don't throw old clothes in the bin.
If they are still in good condition, you can donate them to someone in need.
If they are torn beyond repair, you can cut them up and use them for cleaning purposes around your home.
As always, we love you.
For being veg and going green to save the planet, for all humans and us all co-inhabitants.
Now, the weather around our beautiful globe.
Guyana to open first medical university. The South American nation of Guyana is in the process of finalizing the construction of the country's first medical university called the Ajinkya D.Y. Patil University. It will be located in Turkayen on the outskirts of the capital city of Georgetown. The school is planned to be ready for the first medical students by July 2018. It will provide innovative, high-quality vocational and professional programs offering bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees in the fields of health and medical sciences. The new medical university is also set to create international affiliations with leading universities around the world. Furthermore, the school is planning to design student exchange programs primarily with United States medical institutions. Our accolades, Guyana, for building this great opportunity in the field of medical studies. May all your people be blessed with good health and much happiness.
Joint satellite project of China and France to study climate change. The space agencies of France and China revealed their jointly built ocean studies satellite for monitoring wind and ocean wave patterns, called CFOSat, or China-France Oceanography Satellite. The satellite will help enhance the forecasting of oceanic storms and cyclones. Studying the interaction of the oceans and the atmosphere will also provide crucial information for modeling and addressing climate change. The satellite, which is the first one created in cooperation between France and China, is set to be launched by a rocket from the Long March program of China in 2018. Our accolades, China and France, for your collaboration on this important project. May your shared efforts bear much fruit in providing humankind with more knowledge to address climate change. Up next on Noteworthy News, solar power water filtration devices distributed in Puerto Rico. We would like to take a moment to thank the intelligent engineers and workers who build our roads and connect all lives. Stay tuned for more generous news on Supreme Master Television.
What if you lived in a home on an island you couldn't leave, with limited amounts of food and safe drinking water? It would be very important to use only what you need. Well, it doesn't matter where your home is. Because we all live on an island we can't leave.
Welcome back to Noteworthy News, exemplary news for an outstanding world. Solar-powered filtering devices brings clean water to Puerto Rico. A United States-based non-profit charity organization, Pure Foundation, is providing emergency water box filtration devices to the people affected by Hurricane Maria in Puerto Rico. The water box, which operates by solar energy, is capable of filtering thousands of gallons of water, making it clean and drinkable. During 1 week, volunteers from the charity distributed the filtration systems to boys and girls clubs, which function as community distribution locations for water, food, and other necessities. The volunteer team is also planning another trip to provide more water box devices to the people on the island. Our thankfulness, Pure Foundation, for your caring and much-needed assistance. May heaven shower blessings on the Puerto Rican people for rebuilding and stabilizing their lives.
Former animal industry worker goes vegan. Canadian Scott Hoskins has adopted a plant-based diet as part of his recovery process after working for many years in a chicken slaughterhouse, which he believes greatly contributed to him becoming a violent person. From his experience about what goes on inside a slaughterhouse, Mr. Hoskins said, "By definition, violence is a physical action with intent to harm, injure, or kill something or someone. There's no argument there. It's exactly violence." Mr. Hoskins' experience is corroborated by a 2010 study led by Canadian criminology professor Dr. Amy Fitzgerald from the University of Windsor, which found that the incidences of violent interactions increase in areas where abattoirs are set up. Heaven bless your courage, Scott Hoskins, for speaking publicly about your experience and for choosing compassionate living to heal from your past. Also, thank you, Dr. Amy Fitzgerald, for your important published study. May all people awaken to the fundamental truth that peace will only prevail once we stop violent acts toward all beings, embrace kindness, and become vegan.
It's now time for some humor with the joke of the day, entitled Too Much Drinking.
Patient: Is it serious, doctor? Your face looks concerned. Doctor: To be frank, I can't really pinpoint what's the matter with your symptom. Maybe because of too much drinking. Patient: Okay, I'll come back tomorrow noon. Please don't drink so much then.
Thank you for your presence on Noteworthy News.
May you and your treasured ones be graced with everlasting peace and joy.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/NWN.
Organic farming, a sustainable solution. Organic soil management minimizes fossil fuel use, removes atmospheric CO2 emissions from the air. If organic practices were implemented on the planet's 3.5 billion tillable acres, nearly 40% of current CO2 emissions could be absorbed. Source: Rodale Institute, USA. Try organic today. Be veg. go green to save the planet. For more information, please visit suprememastertv.com/b-veg.
Today's show will be presented in Korean and English with subtitles in Arabic. All access, also known as Vietnamese, Chinese, English, French, German, Indonesian, Korean, Mongolian, Persian, Spanish, and Thai.
안녕하세요, 온화한 친구 여러분. 수프림 마스터 텔레비전의 프로그램 모든 생명의 존중, 세계 동물 권리의 날에 오신 걸 환영합니다. 제 이름은 김유나예요. 한국의 유명한 설악산 국립공원 근처에 농장에서 돼지의 모습을 하고 사는 사랑스러운 존재랍니다. 이 경이로운 산에는 다양하고 풍부한 동식물군이 가득하고요. 하늘 높이 떠있는 산봉우리와 깊은 계곡도 있답니다. 언제 한번 놀러 오세요. 자신의 목소리를 표현하지 못하는 이들을 위해 일어서서 맞서는 게 어떤 건지 여러분들도 아실 거예요. 어린아이나 아기 돼지처럼 더 작고 어린 누군가를 보호해주는 건 흔히 있는 일이에요. 또 어쩌면 여러분들도 친구나 이웃, 배고픈 사람들, 혹은 새로 도착한 이민자나 동물 친구를 보호해준 경험이 있었을지도 모르겠네요. 오늘 방송에선 그런 이념을 대표해서 매년 세계 동물 권리의 날을 개최하는 사람들에게 경의를 표하는 시간을 가져볼게요. 이날은 모든 생명을 경외심과 자비로 대하는 것이 중요하다는 걸 사람들에게 알리기 위해 제정된 날인데요. 언제, 왜, 어떻게 동물 권리의 날이 시작됐을까요? 지금의 동물과 사회정의센터의 시작은 영국 셰필드에서 안젤라 로버츠와 린 윌리엄슨이 1993년 설립한 언케이지드인데요. 동물 실험과 동물 실험 연구의 폐지를 목표로 시작됐죠. 1998년 12월 10일 이 단체는 세계 동물 권리의 날을 만들었고 세계 동물 권리 선언에 대한 대중의 지지를 촉구했는데요. 그 선언은 저처럼 지구상에 거주하는 동물들을 보호하고 모든 존재들의 삶과 자유, 자연스러운 즐거움의 권리를 인정하도록 촉구하는 것이었어요. 만세! 12월 10일은 1948년 유엔 총회에서 세계 인권 선언문이 선포된 날이기 때문에 언케이지드가 특별히 같은 날을 동물 권리의 날로 택한 거였죠. 세계 인권 선언문에서는 모든 인류는 자유와 권리를 동등하게 부여받으며 누구도 그것을 빼앗을 수 없다고 명시하고 있어요. 세계 동물 권리의 날이 표방하는 정신을 잘 드러내는 사람으로는 영국의 심리학자이자 철학자이며 동물 권리의 옹호자인 리처드 D. 라이더 박사가 있는데요. 1970년에 종차별주의란 단어를 만든 사람이에요. 라이더 박사는 현대 동물 권리 운동의 선구자 중 한 명이에요. 라이더 박사에 따르면 종차별주의란 인류가 다른 종보다 월등히 뛰어나다는 널리 신봉되는 믿음으로 지각을 가진 다른 동물들을 부정하고 그들의 권리와 특권을 부정하는 것이죠. 더 나아가 라이더 박사는 타인의 고통과 괴로움에 대한 우리의 관심은 성별이나 계급, 인종, 종교, 국적이나 생물종을 떠나 고통을 느끼는 모든 존재까지 확장되어야 한다고 했죠. 동물을 식품이나 의류로 이용하는 것 외에도 이러한 차별은 인간과 동물의 공통점을 무시하는 데서도 비롯되고 있어요. 인간과 동물의 유사성을 연구한 결과 우린 정말 놀랍도록 비슷했답니다. 영장류엔 침팬지, 보노보, 고릴라, 오랑우탄 등이 있는데요. 영장류는 인간과 흡사하고 인간과 비슷한 행동을 보여줘요. 침팬지는 거의 인간 유전자의 99%를 가지고 있다고 해요. 고양이와 사람의 유전자를 비교해보면 90%가 똑같대요. 콜롬비아의 고르고나 섬에서 서식하는 수풀 여치의 귀와 인간의 귀 구조가 근본적으로 같다는 사실을 알고 계셨나요? 바다에 사는 거미 불가사리가 걷는 보행 방식은 인간과 똑같답니다. 이사해 보신 적 있죠? 코코넛 문어는 코코넛 껍질들로 이동주택을 만드는데요. 문어가 새로운 장소로 이사할 때는 껍질을 한 군데에 쌓아두다가 들어서 옮겨버리죠. 세계 동물 권리의 날에 이상을 실현한 단체는 미국에 기반한 인도적인 교육 네트워크, 즉 HEN이라는 협회예요. HEN은 동물 보호와 동물 복지 향상에 노력하는데 1985년 실비아 뱅크로프트가 설립했어요. 뱅크로프트는 설립 이후 2010년 세상을 떠날 때까지 동물 복지를 위해 끊임없이 일했어요. 그녀가 남긴 유산은 매년 개최되는 전 세계 고등학생들의 멀티미디어 콘테스트로 이어지고 있지요. 동물 보호에 열정적인 학생들은 자신의 고귀한 활동에 대한 수필이나 사진, 비디오를 HEN의 동물을 위한 목소리 콘테스트의 한 부문에 제출할 수 있어요. 진짜로 멋진 경쟁이 아닌가요? 2017년에 수상한 학생들은 21명이에요. 2017년 16세에서 18세 부문의 1등 수상작은 미국 미리엄 버거의 코끼리를 살리고 생물종들을 살려요인데요. 짧게 보여드릴게요.
Did you know that elephants are one of the most intelligent and empathetic species on Earth? Did you know that they form deep familial bonds and are known to cry and feel grief, joy, anger, and pain?
같은 분야의 2등 수상작은 캐나다 리사 왕의 부산한 벌떼입니다.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. A world without pollinators is one I don't want to see. Imagine a world without coffee, chocolate, or even flowers. This may seem like a daunting notion, but it may be a reality if not for our pollinators.
아마 내년에는 나에 대한 영상을 만드는 학생도 생길 거예요. 잠시 후에 돌아와서 동물을 위한 목소리에 예전 수상자들이 펼친 사랑 어린 동물 보호 활동 몇 가지를 소개해 드릴게요. 수프림 마스터 TV의 채널 고정해 주세요.
Find and report. Find ways to reduce waste and inefficiencies in your job, whether you work in a restaurant, factory, farm, or office. Answer the call.
This could be good.
수프림 마스터 TV의 모든 생명의 존중, 세계 동물 권리의 날에 다시 오신 것을 환영합니다. 인도적인 교육 네트워크, 즉 HEN에서 매년 열리는 세계적인 콘테스트인 동물을 위한 목소리에서는 저와 같은 동물들을 지지하기 위한 적극적인 노력이 담긴 수필이나 사진, 비디오를 제출한 고등학생들에게 상금을 수여하고 있어요. 이 어린 남녀 학생들은 동물과 사람을 동등한 존재로 바라보도록 장려하는 세계 동물 권리의 날의 정신을 대표하고 있죠. 2009년 우승한 소피아 프라도는 14살에 멕시코 몬테레이에 후아페로스 유기견 보호소 겸 클리닉을 설립했어요. 유기견을 전문적으로 돕고 있지만 다른 유기동물이나 반려동물도 받아들이고 있어요. 2009년에 소피아는 총 144마리를 도왔는데 개가 110마리였어요. 이들을 입양시키거나 새 가정을 찾아주고 접종과 중성화 수술을 하거나 주인을 찾아줬어요. 또 소피아는 다른 학생들이 동물들을 도울 수 있게 격려하는 교육적인 안내서를 제작했어요. 정말 훌륭해요. 미국의 알렉산더 젠더 스로즈는 2008년 동물을 위한 목소리 수상자인데요. 스로즈는 11살부터 바다 거북을 보호하도록 사람들을 가르쳐 왔어요. 그의 거북이 보호 활동에 대한 책, 거북이 이야기는 위험에 처한 바다 거북 보호의 중요성을 강조하는데요. 지금까지 6개 국어로 번역되어 10개국 20만 이상의 아이들이 읽었답니다. 14살 나이에 2010년 수상자가 된 미국의 제니퍼 요스트는 새 구조 프로젝트를 시작했어요. 날개 달린 친구들을 돕기로 마음을 먹고 그녀는 공인 수의학 조무사가 되기 위한 공부와 훈련을 했죠. 시간이 흐르면서 그녀는 새의 문제 행동이나 새에게 필수적으로 필요한 영양소, 새의 질환과 병을 이해하고 육체적, 심리적 트라우마를 다루는 방법 등 새를 돌보는 데 필요한 많은 연구를 수행했어요. 새들이 우울할 때나 공격적인 행동을 할 때 자신의 깃털을 스스로 뽑기도 하는데요. 그녀는 이런 행동의 해결책을 찾는데도 경험을 갖고 있어요. 그녀는 600마리 이상의 새들을 구조하고 재활 치료를 해서 새 가정을 찾아주었죠. 또 구조된 새들을 위해 실내와 야외에 큰 새장을 설치했고요. 40마리가 넘는 새들이 수용된 시설을 대중들에게 개방해 새에 관한 교육 프로그램을 제공하고 있어요. 물론 인도적인 교육 네트워크 외에도 세계 동물 권리의 날에 이상을 대변하는 동물 보호 단체들이 전 세계에 많이 있는데요. 그런 단체들 중 몇 개만 소개하면 동물 평등, 동물을 위한 자비, 농장 동물 권리 운동, 동물을 인도적으로 사랑하는 사람들, 즉 페타 등이 있어요. 세계 동물 권리의 날을 맞아 페타와 다른 동물 보호 단체들은 모든 나라에서 인권과 동물권이 동등해져야 한다는 점을 알리기 위해 촛불 시위를 개최하도록 사람들에게 촉구했어요. 또한 페타는 지지자들에게 이렇게 요청했어요. 동물을 먹는 걸 그만두라고요. 사람들에게 비건 채식의 중요성에 대한 정보를 주고 동물 권리와 관련된 뉴스 기사에 온라인 댓글로 동물을 보호하는 글을 쓰라고요. 예를 들면 축산업과 동물 실험 같은 기사 말이에요. 오늘의 프로그램을 마치기 전에 킴 스텔 우드가 쓴 책 으르렁거리다. 삶의 교훈과 가혹한 진실, 그리고 한 동물 옹호자의 과감한 전략에 한 구조를 전하고 싶은데요. 40년 넘게 엄격한 비건 채식을 해온 스텔 우드는 자비로운 세계 농업, 영국 생체 해부 금지 협회, 페타, 동물의 의제 잡지, 동물과 사회 연구소, 마인딩 애니멀 국제협회 등의 존경받는 단체에서 지도적인 위치를 담당해 왔어요.
A deeper understanding of animal rights can lead us to discover what it means to be genuinely humane, by which I mean not merely kind to members of our own species, but caring towards other animals as well, in a compassionate, honest, peaceful, and just world. As adults, we're responsible for our behavior and have a certain duty as informed citizens to understand how we impact the lives of others. In that regard, social transformation may be as simple and as complex as becoming conscious of one's world and one's behavior in it. Kim Stallwood.
마음이 따뜻한 시청자 여러분, 오늘 모든 생명에 대한 존중, 세계 동물 권리의 날 프로그램을 시청해 주셔서 감사합니다. 계속해서 스승과 제자 사이에서 불교 이야기 500명의 눈먼 거지 2부작 중 2부가 방영됩니다. 우리가 친절함의 빛을 항상 다른 이들과 함께 나누길 바랍니다. Kind-hearted viewers, I thank you for joining us today for our program. Respect for All, International Animal Rights Day. Up next is Buddhist Stories, 500 Blind Beggars, Part 2 of 2. In between Master and Disciples, may we always share the light of kindness with others. For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/AW.
Quiet on the set. Hi, I'm Phil Collin for Peter. Guitar player for Def Leppard for about 25 years. Good, yeah? Playing in shows all around the world takes tons of energy. Being a vegetarian has made a huge difference. Not only is a vegetarian lifestyle healthier, it's better for the animals and for the environment. And no matter where you find yourself on the planet, you can always find a great veggie meal. I'm trying to improvise a little bit here. So what are you waiting for? Go veggie. I'm Phil Collin and I'm a vegetarian.
Thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially when on duty.
Fortunate and blessed are we to be co-inhabitants with the amazing animals that grace and color our planet. In countless beneficial ways, they add beauty and joy to our lives. Their nobility through unconditional love, loyalty, and heroic life-saving actions is a constant source of wonder and inspiration. What would our world be like without our fun and intelligent animal friends?
We simply cannot imagine.
Thanks be to the Providence for all the cherished animals. May we always honor their God-given precious lives as we honor a part of ourselves.
안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. Means hello, nice to meet you in Korean. I am Yoon in innovative Busan, Korea. Thanks God you are here to adorn the world with your uniqueness.
Khosh Amadid, which means may you be welcome with joy in Persian. I'm Sohrab from the peaceful village of Khalajabad in Qom province in respectful Iran. Allah will reward your quiet good deeds. Welcome to Noteworthy News, gracious news for a kinder world.
Gracious news for a wondrous world. Supreme Master Television brings you good news from around our beautiful planet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our programs can be viewed online at www.suprememastertv.com.
In today's news, African leaders hold conference to promote peace and security. Guyana finalizing construction of first medical university. China and France unveil satellite for monitoring wind and ocean patterns. A US-based nonprofit sends water filtration devices to Puerto Rico, and former animal industry worker goes vegan. All this and more on Supreme Master Television, your constructive global TV channel.
World leaders promise to protect the earth at environment meeting. The United Nations Environment Assembly in Nairobi, Kenya, lasted 3 days and was attended by over 4,000 people, including heads of state, ministers, business leaders, and UN officials. During the event, approximately 2.5 million pledges to protect the environment were made from leaders and citizens around the globe. If all commitments are fulfilled, there will be clean air for 1.49 billion people. 30% of the world's coastline will be cleaned, and there will be $18.6 billion for programs to prevent pollution. Dr. Edgar Gutierrez, president of the 2017 UN Environment Assembly and Minister of Environment and Energy of Costa Rica, said, "With the promises made here, we are sending a powerful message that we will listen to the science, change the way we consume and produce, and tackle pollution in all its forms across the globe. Our sincere thanks, world leaders, for committing to protect our precious planet. May we begin a legacy of love and respect for Mother Earth and all her beings for future generations to inherit."
African leaders of the Great Lakes region support peace. During a recent meeting of the International Conference on the Great Lakes region, ICGLR, held in Brazzaville, Republic of the Congo, government leaders and other delegates reviewed political and security concerns, affirming the need to uphold peace in the area. ICGLR member states also called for a unified approach in striving for stability in the Central African Republic. Other outcomes of the conference included the recommendation for member states to implement the United Nations Security Council Resolution 1325 to actively involve women in peace initiatives and decision-making within the region. Congratulations, member states of the Great Lakes region, on your important gathering. May your countries be blessed with continuing friendly relations and dialogue, leading to peace and abundance for all people of the area.
Up next, new medical universities set to open in Guyana. We'll take a quick stroll in nature for fresh air and be right back. Supreme Master Television will return in just a moment with more happy news.
Taxi!
When you can't do it all, do what you can. Compassion for others. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Hi, I'm Hallie, and this is my friend Pomage.
We are two of the stars from Supreme Master Ching Hai's #1 international best-selling book, The Dogs in My Life. And we love our vegan diet.
Today, we have a recycling tip for you.
Please don't throw old clothes in the bin.
If they are still in good condition, you can donate them to someone in need.
If they are torn beyond repair, you can cut them up and use them for cleaning purposes around your home.
As always, we love you.
For being veg and going green to save the planet, for all humans and us all co-inhabitants.
Now, the weather around our beautiful globe.
Guyana to open first medical university. The South American nation of Guyana is in the process of finalizing the construction of the country's first medical university called the Ajinkya D.Y. Patil University. It will be located in Turkayen on the outskirts of the capital city of Georgetown. The school is planned to be ready for the first medical students by July 2018. It will provide innovative, high-quality vocational and professional programs offering bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees in the fields of health and medical sciences. The new medical university is also set to create international affiliations with leading universities around the world. Furthermore, the school is planning to design student exchange programs primarily with United States medical institutions. Our accolades, Guyana, for building this great opportunity in the field of medical studies. May all your people be blessed with good health and much happiness.
Joint satellite project of China and France to study climate change. The space agencies of France and China revealed their jointly built ocean studies satellite for monitoring wind and ocean wave patterns, called CFO-SAT, or China-France Oceanography Satellite. The satellite will help enhance the forecasting of oceanic storms and cyclones. Studying the interaction of the oceans and the atmosphere will also provide crucial information for modeling and addressing climate change. The satellite, which is the first one created in cooperation between France and China, is set to be launched by a rocket from the Long March program of China in 2018. Our accolades, China and France, for your collaboration on this important project. May your shared efforts bear much fruit in providing humankind with more knowledge to address climate change. Up next on Noteworthy News, solar power water filtration devices distributed in Puerto Rico. We would like to take a moment to thank the intelligent engineers and workers who build our roads and connect all lives. Stay tuned for more generous news on Supreme Master Television.
Are we short of water? One serving of beef uses over 1,200 gallons of water. One serving of chicken uses 330 gallons of water. One complete vegan meal with tofu, rice, and vegetables uses only 98 gallons of water. Be veg, go green.
Are we short of food?
How many people in the world are hungry? $1.02 billion people.
Grain currently fed to livestock is enough to feed 2 billion people.
I said already, 80% of it will be cut almost immediately. And we can see the result in a few weeks. Because if we don't keep breeding more animals, then there are less methane. And if we don't eat meat, then there's no transportation necessary for it. And much less fuel needed. And all these people can be trained to do something else. And there will be less hunger because we will use the agricultural products, cereals, to feed humans instead of feeding more bred animals in the future. So we don't have hunger anymore, and there will be no more war because of hunger. So the effect is immense. Keep multiplying it, and then you know what I mean.
Be veg, go green to save the planet.
Welcome back to Noteworthy News, exemplary news for an outstanding world. Solar-powered filtering devices brings clean water to Puerto Rico. A United States-based non-profit charity organization, Pure Foundation, is providing emergency water box filtration devices to the people affected by Hurricane Maria in Puerto Rico. The water box, which operates by solar energy, is capable of filtering thousands of gallons of water, making it clean and drinkable. During 1 week, volunteers from the charity distributed the filtration systems to boys and girls clubs, which function as community distribution locations for water, food, and other necessities. The volunteer team is also planning another trip to provide more water box devices to the people on the island. Our thankfulness, Pure Foundation, for your caring and much-needed assistance. May heaven shower blessings on the Puerto Rican people for rebuilding and stabilizing their lives.
Former animal industry worker goes vegan. Canadian Scott Hoskins has adopted a plant-based diet as part of his recovery process after working for many years in a chicken slaughterhouse, which he believes greatly contributed to him becoming a violent person. From his experience about what goes on inside a slaughterhouse, Mr. Hoskins said, "By definition, violence is a physical action with intent to harm, injure, or kill something or someone. There's no argument there. It's exactly violence." Mr. Hoskins' experience is corroborated by a 2010 study led by Canadian criminology professor Dr. Amy Fitzgerald from the University of Windsor, which found that the incidences of violent interactions increased in areas where abattoirs are set up. Heaven bless your courage, Scott Hoskins, for speaking publicly about your experience and for choosing compassionate living to heal from your past. Also, thank you, Dr. Amy Fitzgerald, for your important published study. May all people awaken to the fundamental truth that peace will only prevail once we stop violent acts toward all beings, embrace kindness, and become vegan.
It's now time for some humor with the joke of the day, entitled Too Much Drinking.
Patient, is it serious, doctor? Your face looks concerned. Doctor, to be frank, I can't really pinpoint what's the matter with your symptom. Maybe because of too much drinking. Patient, okay, I'll come back tomorrow noon. Please don't drink so much then.
Thank you for your presence on Noteworthy News.
May you and your treasured ones be graced with everlasting peace and joy.
We thank all the reporters, journalists, photographers, camera persons, individuals, groups, companies everywhere in the world for all your contributions of news that bring hope to humans and animals, thus uplifting the atmosphere of our planet. May heaven bless your noble endeavors and protect you always, especially while on duty.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/NWN.
or the government give us the blessing and encourage more, because we have already a couple of years to change the course of history of climate change. And I'm happy that many governments now are encouraging children to eat vegetarian, more vegetable, less meat and more vegetable. And I'm so happy. Maybe we can still save the planet. And one more thing is, if we have the blessing also of the media, every day when they print the newspaper, just one headline somewhere, be veg, go green to save the planet. And our entertainment program, whenever they do some entertainment, they could say it before or after to save the planet, be veg, go green, everybody help, and the government put billboard everywhere, be veg, go green to save the planet. And then all the billboard, every advertisement should add one sentence to save the planet, be veg, go green, then we'll be fine, we'll be smiling. So that's what I think, that's a solution for the planet. So what I mean is, if you know some newspaper man, you can suggest this. Just one little headline, or any headline anywhere, every day when they print the newspaper, to say the planet be veg, go green. And if you want to know more, they can ask everybody else, or you can watch our television, they can ask our website. It's easy. We already advertising a lot on newspapers, but it's not enough. I think all the media should help to save the planet, because if the planet's gone, they also gone. Everybody should realize that money, useless. House, useless. Power, useless. Everybody we got. So we do what we can, make people realize that, okay? We have to save the only planet we have and the most beautiful one that we know.
For more urgent details, please visit suprememastertv.com/SOS